Everyone, welcome to UTV Guna and our show, the Roaring Gunners from the City of Joy with Sauradeep from the Arsenal Bengal official supporters group. Hi, bro. How are you?
Yeah, bro, great. Happy New Year. Yeah, 2023 may it brings all the happiness to you and your family, man. So, yeah,
Thank you,
great. Yeah,
bro. Same to you. What a start it's been for
thank
us to the new year.
you.
Such a great
Absolutely.
on New Year's Eve. Beat Brighton 4-2, and before our game, we saw that Man City drop points against Everton, so it was a really important win for us. We took full advantage of them dropping points. 7 points clear at the top now. It feels so good to say this.
Yeah, it's outstanding feeling because, Brighton has been a hoodoo team for us since got promoted. I think this is our first win at Brighton in the league. I remember we won a match, we won a FA Cup match, actually back in Brighton. But I think this is our first victory at Brighton when after their promotion. So yeah, great feeling, and we're taking on our chances, 7 points clear. So yeah, very happy the way we ended 2022, and also the performance, man, the way we played, it was outstanding, isn't it? From the start, from the very start, we looked, in control. Yeah, they had a lot of possession because they're a good side. Make no mistake, right on a good side. But yeah, we did our job excellently well. So yeah, really hope, very very happy and looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. So I haven't spoken to you. The last show we did was before the West Ham game. We were talking about coming back after that long break. It's never happened before. And we were in such great form before that break. We wanted to continue that. We know we've got this injury to Gabriel Jesus. A lot of people are saying, how are we going to be able to deal with that situation? And that performance against West Ham, first half, unfortunately, we gave away that penalty, but the way we came out in the second half, being 1-0 down, we completely destroyed them, upped our levels, and got 3 goals, won the game comfortably in the end. So before we talk about the last game, Brighton, just get your thoughts a little bit about that West Ham game.
Absolutely, because again, it's first match after a long time because the World Cup break was there. So the way we played, even the second half, even the first half, I think we did all right, but we couldn't get the goal, and then there was a mistake from Saliba that led to the penalty. They went ahead, but the way we played in the second half, we just completely blew them away, isn't it? The first goal, Saka, it was a bit fortunate. Everybody will be saying, but yeah, he took his chance perfectly well. Second goal, Martinelli again, outstanding finish. Probably should Fabianski probably should have saved it, but you can't take anything away from Martinelli the way we played. And then Nketiah, boy, the turn was quite outstanding, isn't it? The way he turned the defender and then finished it into the far corner, it was outstanding. It's exquisite football from us, to be honest. And it's been the trademark for us this season. The way we have been playing, the the class, the swashbuckling class, if I may say, going forward, and it's outstanding. It's completely using at this very moment, and it will continue, I believe, because the way we playing, the way, sorry, the way the mentalities are for the players, the way they're playing for the manager, they're playing for the team. Every game, the players, you can see the players are congregating and congratulating the fans. They're just doing this. This feels completely different. It feels great, man. I haven't, I never felt it. After maybe 2007, 8, I didn't feel ever that the players and the fans are this much connected, this much close. I never felt it. So yeah, it's a complete different vibe and a very positive vibe, and I'm gonna take it. And in terms of the West Ham match, it is a tricky picture, man. It's the London derby. After a long time, we are playing as well. So it was important that we got the 3 points, and the way we did it was, I think to the cake. I think on the cake.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Also, in that game, we saw Arsene Wenger returning to the Emirates Stadium
Yeah, yeah,
for the first time since he left. Great to see him back.
yeah, man. I was crying. I was actually crying, when I saw him for the first time. Actually, when he scored the goal, in the first half, Saka scored, when then it was given offside, if you remember.
Yeah.
And then, the TV screen showed Arsene Wenger for the first time, and I got started. Oh my God, he's here. So it was just a complete shock that out of the blue you're seeing Arsene Wenger, and then the supporters were speaking, one Arsene Wenger, tears were coming down because it's so emotional, isn't it? What a great servant of this Arsenal Football Club, a complete legend, man. And may he continues to come, may he continues to come regularly at Arsenal because Arsene Wenger, the stature of that personal of that personnel is going to help us, is going to boost the confidence of the players, even the manager, Mikel. He explained that he has a lot of things to learn from him, from Arsenal as well. So yeah, great moment for to be an Arsenal fan, seeing Arsene Wenger back at the Emirates Stadium. It was outstanding, man. I really can. I was very very happy that he finally came back because we know he didn't leave us on the best of terms because yeah, we know that he kind of stepped down, but probably he would have liked to stay a bit more. But finally, very very happy that coming back, and I hope he's going to come back a lot more.
Yeah, amazing. So good to see him. Such a legend. We move on now to the Brighton game. Before we went into that game, we saw the result for Man City. They dropped points against Everton. So the pressure's on to take advantage of that. And we know Brighton's a difficult game away from home. They've had a good season. And we went there and played so well. Brilliant start, early goal from Saka. And we dominated the game. Right, they had their moments where they were, putting us under pressure. They got a couple of goals, but it was such a brilliant performance again. Really, we saw the energy in the team. Four great goals, especially that goal that Martinelli got. Brilliant ball by Odegaard. So yeah, outstanding performance. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, as I said, it's been Brighton has been one of our bogey teams in the Premier League, and it was our first win at Brighton. If I remember it rightly, first league win for us in Brighton when after their promotion. So yeah, outstanding performance against you. Again, you can see the way we played from the first whistle was great. Saka got his goal, then Odegaard. I think some people are saying that Odegaard's shot was a bit of miscue, but I think Odegaard did it quite purposefully. The way he played, and even I can't single out any player who had a bad game. Probably you're gonna say Saliba because he made a mistake, but even if that, it didn't cost us anything. So not going to complain. I think outstanding performance from us. You can see the top four of our team. Gabriel Martinelli, Saka, and Nketiah, even Odegaard scoring goals, getting assists. So yeah, great, very encouraging sight for us. And it was very important for Nketiah to get his goals as well because all of us are doubting me, doubting him, even me as well because I was not really convinced by him. If I won't say I still am because I still think we need a striker. But the way he has taken his chances in the first two matches, getting two goals is going to definitely boost his confidence because at this moment we have him only because Jesus being injured and Ketia has all the responsibilities to score goals and do whatever he can going at the top, and he's doing it efficiently. So yeah, credit to him, kudos to him as well, and hope we continue it like this because, as you say, the City dropping points because it was kind of a disappointing result for them back because I thought they were decent, but Everton scored a wonder goal. If you saw the goal, it was a wonder goal from Demarai Gray. But yeah, we took our chances. We have a 7 point lead now, so can't complain. I hope just we can continue this into the new year because the next three matches are going to be very important for us because City do have Chelsea. I think Chelsea, Tottenham, as well, and United, I think, in their next three matches. And then we have like Tottenham, United, and Newcastle. So if we get 7 to 9 points in those games, I'm quite sure City is going to slip up in one or two games. So that can, kind of widen the gap a bit more. Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's amazing times for us. It's so good to be in this position and see City struggling. We've been having, as I was saying to you in the last show before, I was saying to you about they were struggling a bit before the international break. They're having a season where they're not as consistent as they used to be. Maybe it's taking us some time to adjust now with Haaland in the team. He keeps scoring lots of goals, but still, has to change their style of play a little bit. and it seems to be affecting them. They're not so consistent this season, and let's hope that continues. But all we can do is take care of our business, which we're doing brilliantly. Like 15 games in, we've only dropped points in 2 games. That is outstanding. To say that is so good.
16 games. 16
But
games.
yeah, 16 games in now. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing to say that out of 16 games, just to have dropped points in 2 games, and in one of them we were really unlucky. The one against Man United could have easily got a win or a draw in that one, worst case. And against Southampton as well, we did play very well in the first half. So it's been such a brilliant season for us, and let's hope we can continue this great momentum we've got. Well, as we said, all we can do is take it game by game. Next up is Newcastle. They've been having a great season as well. Didn't have a great result in their last game, drawing 0-0 at home to Leeds. So they've dropped now 9 points behind us. But for them, we know they're an up and coming team. We saw what they were like last season against us. That game when we went there, we really needed to win to keep our top 4 chances alive. We couldn't get it done. They were so good. They literally were playing us off the park. We just couldn't do anything in that game. So it's going to be a hard game, but it's at the Emirates. We know how strong we are at home. We're better than we were last season. Well, you'd say they're better too, but I think we're much, much better than we were last season now. So really confident. What's your thoughts?
Absolutely, and I'm really confident that we're going to get 3 points because the way we're playing at this very moment, because we don't have to get, you know, worry about any team because if we believe in ourselves and the way we are playing, we're going to get 3 points in this match, especially at home. Because yeah, Newcastle have improved because they have splashed a lot of money after the changes in the ownership. They're a decent side that they've got some good results and they're third in the Premier League table. So it's no by no means it's going to be an easy game. But I think the we have enough firepower to win and get 3 points at the Emirates because you can see the change in the mentality of the players because every time in the past seasons we have gone down, if we are trailing, we are almost certain that we are going to lose. Or at best, we may gonna rescue a point. But this season it just feels different because whenever we are trailing, we are still confident that yeah we can change things around. So yeah, I'm really confident that we're gonna get 3 points. We're gonna get 3 points for sure.
Okay, what's your correct score prediction?
I think it's going to be tighter, but I'm gonna go with 2-0. 2-0 to Arsenal. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2-0.
Okay, so before we discuss some of our other key fixtures coming up in the next round, sort of Premier League games, just wanted to ask you a little bit about the transfer market and all the rumours that are going around. It's been obviously really strong links with us and Mudryk. We're hearing that we've put in a second offer for him, and it's looking likely, hopefully, that we are going to be able to get him in.
Yeah, Mikhail Mudryk is, you can see he's a top talent because if you saw the Champions League games, I think you can see that he's a top talent. But I really don't think that you can pay 100 million because the number of games he's played, just 1 or 2 seasons in the Ukrainian league. Yeah, he has done well in the Champions League, but that doesn't mean that you have to pay 100 million for a player like that. I'll be very surprised, if we pay 100 million for him because anything around 60 to 65 million, I think that's sufficient, and we shouldn't be going anything above that. I do believe because given his credentials, the number of years he has played, the the the, the tire of league that he has played, I think the maximum I think 60 to 65 million pounds, nothing more than that. I'll be really happy if he comes because you can see if you follow his social media in the last couple of days or so, you can see everything Arsenal. Whenever there is an Arsenal match, he's posting that Mikel Arteta picture and saying that two top coaches. He's sharing Arsenal match score line on Instagram. So he really wants to move, that's for sure. Now it's up to us to get to Shakhtar that yeah, okay, man, I know he's a top talent, but take the 60 million, 65 million, and stay happy with that. So because he wants to come to a top club, so let's make it happen, and let's make it happen soon because I really want to see Mudrik coming in early rather than within the next week or so, rather than it's coming on January 31st because we have a couple of important games in between, and I want him to play because he'll be completely a known commodity to the English football, and it will be quite interesting to see how he adapts and how he gets on with his new surroundings. So I want him early, but I'll be very ecstatic if he comes. But 100 million, I don't think we're gonna pay that much for him. I think it will be done with far less amount, maybe 60 to 65, 70 maximum. Yeah,
Yeah, 100 million does seem a lot. Transfer market these days, we know it's crazy prices, but yeah, 100 million, bit too much. I don't see us
yeah,
paying back.
man, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't see us paying back, but let's hope we can come to a deal with Shakhtar. And just looking at the rumors of Joe Felix as well, not
Yeah.
sure where that's going, but again, we know he's a really good player, and possibly if we could get Mudrik and Felix, that's really going to strengthen the squad.
Absolutely. I want Joe Felix more actually, because Joe Felix, the way he plays, it kind of suits with our style. He can run, he can hold the ball, he can, the way his movement is, it will shoot our, wingers. Odegaard will be, I think, more influential with Joe Felix up front. So I want Joe Felix more because, but 21 million for 6 months, 15 million in loan fee and 6 million for salary, I do believe that's a bit too much yet again. But if we're going to have to do it, we have to do it because Joao Felix seems, more appealing to me at this very moment because for the first, from January to May, this 5 months with Gabriel Jesus still being injured for maybe 1 or 2 months more. I think Joao Felix, if we get him at 20 or 21 million, whatever I said he wanting at this very moment, just pay him and get him because he's a top-notch player and he's going to definitely improve our squad and our offensive play. I'll be really hoping that Joao Felix comes to Arsenal because United are also interested and Atleti gonna give Felix to whichever team is presenting more money. So let's not miss Felix here because he can be a top striker and he can really propel us to the league if he comes.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in that January transfer. But as you were saying earlier, it'd be good if we can get the business done early in the month. We know we've got some huge
Yeah.
games in January. So just to finish with, as usual, I'll ask you for some predictions of some of the key fixtures coming up in the next round of games.
Is Liverpool winning today? Liverpool having a match today. Are they winning? The
Yeah,
last I checked,
Liverpool,
they were losing.
they're 2-1 down now. They just got one goal back.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
2-1 down. Yeah.
can't do a prediction of that one. It's already ongoing. But yeah, let's look at some of the games coming up there. So tomorrow, Man United are playing Bournemouth. Thoughts on that one?
I think United going to win. I think 2-0 to United because they're playing well. They're playing. Rashford, you can see him rejuvenated after his good World Cup and he's creating chances, scoring goals. I think United are going to win 2-0.
Okay, and then the day after on Wednesday, it's Crystal Palace versus Tottenham, who are really struggling.
Yeah, yeah. I think Patrick Vieira, man. I think he's going to see it and he's going to get a victory. I'm sure Crystal Palace is going to win because Palace are playing good and they're at home. I think they're at home at Selhurst Park. Yeah, so I think it is going to be a definite Crystal Palace victory. And Tottenham, all the miserable things that are happening, I'm really happy the way things are happening at our noisy neighbors. And yeah, Crystal Palace Crystal Palace, I think it's going to be a big victory. I think I'm gonna go 2-0 Crystal Palace. I don't see Tottenham scoring because you can see the number of mistakes they're making because I was just seeing a stat. They've made 5 mistakes in recent matches that has led to a goal. And three of them those mistakes have been made by Hugo Lloris. So yeah, I think he's the second captain or whatever he is, a top player and he's making mistakes and I think they're in complete disarray and it's gonna continue. I think Crystal Palace going to win. I'm going to go to 2-0 victory for Palace.
That would be great. It's so good to see Tottenham struggling so much. We now are 13 points ahead of them, and we played a game less.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And it can be 16. By the end of this week, it can be 16.
yeah, it's great stuff. Okay, and then
Tottenham are done, man. Tottenham are done. I think Tottenham are done. Tottenham are absolutely done because the way they're playing, it just looks so boring. They never played good football. I won't say, but they were scoring goals out on improbable time. They were known as like comeback kings or whatever for getting goals from and winning the matches from losing situations. but that firepower is gone. I can see that people are tired. Conte is complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm very happy. But yeah, I believe they're done. They're done at least for the season.
They're really struggling. I saw the comments from Conte saying that we need to buy a lot of players and expensive players, and they're in a bad way, which is great for us to see. So one more game we're going to ask you your thoughts on. Really important in terms of the title race for us. Chelsea are playing against Man City. Thoughts on that one?
I mean, Chelsea been poor. I have to say, Chelsea. They're just not looking. They are also missing the cutting edge. I think Aubameyang finding Aubameyang the summer hasn't helped them at all. To see yesterday. Yesterday was a match. I think. Yeah, Nottingham Forest against them. They were out of sorts, I believe. But yeah, I'll be rooting for them. I'll be rooting for them in the next match because I hope they can get 3 points and give us that extra breathing space so we can extend the lead to 10 points. So I'm going to be rooting for them. I'm gonna go with the Chelsea victory. I'm gonna go with 2-1 Chelsea.
Okay, well, that'd be really good for our title race. Normally, wouldn't be wanting Chelsea to get a good result, but in the situation now, they're no longer a threat at all for us. They're miles behind us. So they could do us a favour and at least maybe get a draw against City, make them drop some more points. That would be
Yeah.
great. So yeah, to finish with, I want to ask you, we spoke about it early before the season started. We spoke about it during the season and before the international break, after international break. Now I know it's just been two more games, but we've seen how well we're playing. We've continued the form we were in before the international break, and we've seen City continue to struggle as well now. What's your thoughts on where we can finish the season? Do you think we can win the league? Do you think we will win the league?
Yeah.
Not can we? Do
Yeah,
you think?
the first thing is that at the start of the season when we were having the discussion, we were just saying about the can we finish in top four, and now we're saying that can we win the league or will we win the league? So that itself shows the radical changes that we have made this season and the way of playing. So yeah, to give answer to your first question, where we can finish, I think we will finish for number one. I think we're going to win the league.
Yeah,
I'm getting too much carried away. But I really pray that we win, man, because this is a great position and the way we are playing. And if we win the league, it's going to be a fairy tale, man. With all these young players, with the young manager in Mikel Arteta, and the way people were doubting Arteta. I was one of them as well. Maybe not that much, but at certain times, I was even thinking that is Mikel Arteta is the right man to take us forward. The, but since the middle period of last season, I just told you that I can see these players are playing for their manager. I've repeatedly told it to everyone. That I can see that he has kind of instilled this mentality in his players that where the players are listening to the manager, they respect him, and they want to play for them. And we are getting the results in this season. The way we're playing, I really don't even, at this month of January, we are thinking that we can win the league. And we are saying that we are sitting 7 points, clear at the top of the Premier League table. That itself is a great achievement for us, given where we were at the start of the season or given where we were, at the start of last season. So it's been an outstanding turnaround. I'm really happy. I'm really stoked, man. Happy will be an understatement. I feel I'm feeling different kind of things. Sometimes fear, sometimes hope. I really hope we can get it because the next 3 or 4 matches is going to, give us a lot more delight at where we are heading. If we can get 9 points out of the next 3 matches, or at least 7 to 9 points, and City maybe get 3 or 4. And if we can extend this gap, around 10, 12 points lead at the end of February, start of March, then definitely I'm going to dream. But at this moment, I'm not going to say I can. I'll say yeah, we can win the league. I'm not going to say we will gonna win the league. I think we can. The way these players are playing, we really, really
yeah, bro, it's amazing to be in this position. As you're saying, start the season, we're looking at top four as the target. Now we're in a position where we're top, not just top, but 7 points clear. That's a substantial lead to have. I know there's a long way to go. It's still like 20 plus games to go in the season, but 7 points is a substantial lead. And the way we're looking, where we're playing, it's been so good. Let's just hope we can continue it. We can't look too far ahead, as we keep saying. Take it game by game. let's hope this is going to be the year. It's a new year, 2023. It's been such a great start to the year going into the top of the league. I was so happy on New Year's Eve after the game when I was going out, just celebrating, obviously, the new year coming in, but just so happy celebrating the fact that we are top and 7 points clear. Amazing feeling. Let's hope we can win the league. What a feeling that would be come May, June time. Be a massive party.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It will be surreal, isn't it? Because if we win the league, this is going to feel complete different thing because I just felt it in 2004 and when I was 10 years old then. So it's going to be a complete new feeling at this very moment. And what another thing that, caught my eye in the last match is Brighton, is that we had just 30% of possession of the ball. And we still managed to score 4 goals. We completed 209 passes, I think, in the match and Brighton managed around 600 passes, almost 600 passes. But we scored 4 goals from that. What happened in the past, we were having 70-75% of possession. We were not scoring any goals. So again, another thing that has considerably improved from even last season, that we are scoring goals, we are being clinical, we are being lethal. So that's another thing, to root for this young squad, that the way these players are doing, and credit, massive, massive credit to Mikel Arteta for completely turning this around. Really, really proud of the way Mikel Arteta has been doing, and really very, very proud of our boys. So yeah, man, yeah. Hopefully we can win the league come May. Hopefully we're gonna have a massive party. We're gonna go get mad out here. I know it will be completely, surreal in London, but here in Kolkata as well, we have a great set of supporters. I mean, we're gonna do some crazy stuff we get if we win the league. So yeah, be assured of that, and hopefully, I really hope because it's going to be amazing because even we deserve it as well. I think this players, this manager, this club deserve it. 19 fucking years without a league. I think it's time. It is the time.
Yeah, bro. Let's hope so. Come on, Arsenal. We can do
Come
this.
on, man. Come on, Arsenal. We can do for sure.
Yeah, bro. That's all from us, man. Thanks for your time, bro.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. So yeah, again, happy 2023, man. Have a good time with your family, your kids, and may this year, give you all the happiness in the world. Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Same to you. Look forward to seeing you on our next show. So yeah, that's all from us, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.